As a seller interviewing agents, it can be tempting to choose the person who gives you the highest number, especially if they have strong marketing, a big name, or a high-end brand behind them. But the truth is that the market responds to price, product, and presentation. So if you have an agent telling you they can help you achieve a number for your property that is higher, primarily because of their marketing or their reputation, well, an important question to ask is, then how come there's a clear pattern of the aspirational pricing not working based off of the evidence provided, even when those listings had the best marketing sources backing up the prices? Why wasn't it working then? Because when a property sits, reduces, and sits again for time over time and starts collecting a long history, the leverage begins to shift and it's not in favor of the sellers, and the proof is in the numbers. The buyers, they start waiting and they start watching. So eventually that means that the seller is not just negotiating off the latest list price that they have, they're actually dealing with the market's reaction to the original pricing strategy, and that is a seller risk. And to be clear, aspirational pricing can work in certain cases. Take a look at Fox Hill in the Country Club, for example. La Jolla's first gated community in over 40 years, currently in development. The reason the original estate, which sits on just over 30 acres, was able to trade for $35 million back in 2024 is because the listing agents who took over, they actually did not treat this property as a traditional deal. They applied an entirely new concept, a new value proposition, creative development strategy. Because the parties who were involved in the transaction, they took advantage of the acreage and they split it up into separate lots. So that's way different than just taking a property that, let's say, sits on a quarter acre and saying that you'll do aspirational pricing on that, because where's the new value proposition then? So anyways, the goal is not to underprice your property. The goal is to help you get the most amount for your house without having it sit on market for too long where the market rejects it so strongly that you may end up paying the price down the line, which I would hate to see that. So anyways, it may benefit the agent's marketing to tell you a high price to win your listing so that they can have it as part of their collection on a shelf to appear more dominant in the market. But does it really benefit your bottom line? Does it really benefit the sale of your home? You have to think about that. So anyways, you can use this chart here just as a guide if you'd like. And if I was a seller within this range and with a house that is worth somewhere from $9 to $11 million, I would let my property sit on market for at least 2.5 to 4 months before I even considered a reduction. Let it sit, let it breathe a little. It takes time. It takes more time for the higher end than the lower end. So anyways, thanks again for watching. I'm Tara Ravenbach, your La Jolla Native Insider. Thanks and have a great night.